Hello, what's up? I'm Kelvin representing Oketa Tip, and today I'll be putting you through the image file format part 2, where I'm gonna put you through different kind of image file formats. We'll talk about them like the BMP, the JPEG, the AI, the BMP, the PDF, the GIF, the PNG, and the TIFF. I'm gonna explain them to you one by one. So sit back and relax as we get the ball kicking. Number one, about the BMP. The BMP stands for bitmap, and it has a file extension .bmp. Each time you see this file extension, just know it's a bitmap image. Now, this bitmap is a raster graphic format. When I say raster, I mean it uses pixel to present an image to you. If you don't know what raster images are, I made my part 1 of this image file format. I explained the raster and the vector image, so you can check on it on the description of this video by clicking it. Now, when we talk about the BMP, it was introduced on the Windows platform. When we say Windows platform, we mean Windows. We are the one that first use it. You know, you can save it only on Windows, but recently a lot of programs have understand its use. And one thing you know about the bitmap file format is that it stores that image uncompressed. That means it just take the original image to you and give it to you like that without reducing the quality. And believe me, any uncompressed image or file will have a large, when I say large, I mean large file size. It's always be, because it take it without reducing the quality and it just present it to you. Now remember, it have the file extension .bm. Now let's get to the second one, the JPEG. JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group. Although it stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group, you don't need to be an expert for you to save any of your image to JPEG. JPEG have a file extension .jpeg or .jpg. While it has to, I don't know. But each time you see the file extension .jpeg or .jpg, just know it's you're working with JPEG. Now, JPEG is a lossy file format. That means it takes an image, reduce the quality so that the file size would reduce. Now, one good thing about JPEG is that it supports 24 bits. When I talk about 24 bits, that means JPEG have a lot of colors in them. Unlike other ones that has 8 bits like the GIF, JPEG is very good because it takes a bit of your image and it compresses it. You know, some quality you will lose some quality, but you won't notice it. JPEG does not support transparency. You know, it just takes the thing, present it to you. That is JPEG for you. And if you really have a picture you want to save, JPEG is a very good way to save a picture. But one thing you would know, one of the drawbacks is that JPEG are good if you want to upload on web, but they are not that great for printing work, except if you have a great and high quality printing machine. That is when you will enjoy JPEG. JPEG are good, but not that good. One of the good thing of JPEG, one thing I love about JPEG is that if you put it on web, the loading time of that web will not be much, you know, because you compress those image. And you know, image loading is one of the things that improve how people get to your website. So if you want to upload anything in your website, you can just compress it and save it as JPEG image. JPEG don't support transparency just as the PNG, but JPEG is still very, very good in saving image. Talk about this one, the GIF. The GIF, this stands for Graphic Interchange Format, and it has the extension .gif. This is a lossless file format supporting 256 color. That is the drawback. JPEG don't compress anything. The only drawback, but it has small file size. Why it has small file size? That it just take it just take it just take the stuff, it take everything you're saying, and it just presents it to you. It's lossless. Lossless means it does not need compression, but one of the drawback is that small color, just 256 color. If you see a GIF picture, it just look blur and kind of weak in shape with all these dots on it. It's not actually good, when you're printing, but it's good in web because it supports animations. And GIF supports, no, is it transparent? No, GIF is just good for animation, where you take multiple pictures, you wrap them up, and it's when you're looking at them, it's play rapidly, continuously. It just keep looping. In programming we call it looping. Those images just keep coming back and coming back. Remember, GIF is a lossless file format. That means it does not compress that image. It takes the image and it gives it up to you, but it has small file size. Reason why it has a small file size is that it has limited colors. The colors are not that great or plenty as that of the JPEG. Now about the TIFF. TIFF stands for Tag Image File Format. It has the extension .tiff or .tif. TIFF is also a lossless file format that don't compress pictures. Rather, they save those image as it was originally taken. But it has a large file size. It has a large file size because it supports transparency just as the PNG. And another thing about the TIFF is that if you save an image as a TIFF image, as a TIF image, all your layers, like if you're working on and you're editing picture and you save it as TIFF, all your layers, all your work will be saved like that. It take everything and they present it to you, and it supports transparency. TIFF are good for printing, but not good for web works. If you take a TIFF, if you take an image and you save it as a TIFF file and you upload it in your web, the loading time, if you want to open that particular web, for it to load the image, it will take time because the image file size are huge. Now let me bring this up. If you actually need to be editing one particular image over and over and over again, you don't have to save that picture with JPEG. Rather, save it with TIFF file format. Now let me tell you why. If you save an image that you need to be re-editing as a JPEG, remember JPEG is a lossy file format. If you save it as JPEG, each time you keep editing it, it keeps reducing the file size to where you just get a messy and creepy image. The image you start looking like a GIF image that don't support more color rather than 256. But if you save it as TIFF, or you just save it as Photoshop normal thing, that's the PSD, you still get your quality. Then let's assume you're working on it, save the original one as TIFF. The way you want to bring it out, you save it, you then resave it as JPEG. Remember, TIFF is lossless. It presents everything to you with huge file size. Let's talk about the PNG. I swear I love PNG. It stands for Portable Network Graphic with the extension .png. .png. Each time you open up an image and you go to the property and you see it .png, just know you're working with the Portable Network Graphic file format. It was created firstly as an open source to replace GIF. When they create the GIF, when GIF came out, it has drawback. That means when you save an image as GIF, it all look creepy and with this dirty grayly look. GIF only support 256 colors. Now they now look at it that how are we going to create something better than this? Then they create this PNG. Normally PNG was created to send image in the internet from one computer to the other computer, and it supports a lot of color for better compression. PNG is a lossless file format. That means it's take your image and present it to you like that. It's good for both web work and printing work because it has kind of large file size, but not compared to TIFF, but larger than JPEG. PNG supports transparency, and PNG is a good way to go when you want to print your work, but still not that good compared to JPEG if you want to actually put that image on your website. Let's think about this one, the EPS. EPS stands for Encapsulated PostScript. EPS is a vector image. For those that don't know what vector image are, you can check on chapter 1 of this tutorial. Click in the description below. Now, vector image, let me just recap. Vector image are image that you're created with just mathematical equations and formula. You can stretch them up and it still look the same. They're not made of pixel, just like the raster image. Now, EPS is a perfect file format for this kind of vector image. That means if you really need to create something that when you even stretch them up, you still have the same quality. Something that when you zoom on it, you still have the same quality, the same edge. Something you can easily trace and trim, unlike when you're working with raster imagery that is made up of pixel. Now, EPS are good for designing logos or for designing a particular image that you still want to re-edit the edge. You can just save that image as an EPS format, and then when you're done, you can resave it to whatever format you like. Note, they are good in designing logo. Vector image we have is the AI file format. This stands for Adobe Illustrator. I love this, and believe me, instead of me using the EPS to design logo, I usually use the AI because the artwork are very awesome. It's a vector program used for designing. When you stretch it up, you can trim, you can cut out things. The edge are awesome because they are vector in file format, and it's a file format developed and maintained by Adobe system. Well, no, Adobe, if you're good with Adobe, you know most of their programs. We have the Photoshop, we have a lot of them, you know, video editing, different kind of that. Now, okay, let's talk about the PDF. This stands for portable document format. Just as the name sounds, it's very portable. You can just send it. Wow, it's good. If you're thinking of wrapping up words around image, like you want to send it to someone else, you know, image that you can view, you can navigate, you can print, or you forward to someone, then you have to save it as a PDF file. I know a lot of you have downloaded so many image with the file format, with the PDF file format that has the extension .pdf. This is a very good file format that has captured all the elements of a printed document as an electronic image. You just take all your documents, all your image, and it converts them to an image. One image that can be viewed, navigate, and print, or even sent to someone via mail or just that. Wow, that is everything you really need to know about the image file format. I believe you understand everything, and please click on the subscription button to subscribe to my channel, and don't go after clicking it, click on the notification icon, the button, for more future videos. Thank you.